Want or gratitude? You have the choice. If only I had X amount of dollars, I would be happy. If only I didn't have to work so many hours, I'd have more time to do what I really want to do. If I were 20 pounds lighter, I'd be more attractive. I really wish I looked like, insert the name of the latest Hollywood star garnering desperate adoration here. We all have wants, wishes, and desires, many of them based on what we see or believe others have. Cue social media. We like, we love, we wow those posts of perceivably perfect moments that our friends and other contacts post. Oftentimes, we do so from a point of envy and intense desire to have those very same moments. What if instead of wanting, wishing, and desiring all of the time, we came at life from a perspective of gratitude? I know that word's being thrown around so much that it's to the point where it's lost so much of its meaning. Sort of like ambient noise in the background. You know it's there, but you don't pay attention to it anymore. It's overused and casually thrown around as the word of the year by many who don't really understand or espouse its true meaning. However, right now, I'd like you to consider the concept of changing your point of view anytime you have that urgent yearning. And if you don't like the word gratitude because it invokes something in you that doesn't allow you to change that perspective, how about the word appreciation? It doesn't really matter what the word is so long as your frame of mind is consistent with this intention. When you envy something another person has, that life of champagne wishes and caviar dreams that's being portrayed on Instagram, how about in place of that envy, you take a moment and stop your line of thinking right there? What if you transform your beliefs by taking stock or an inventory of sorts to consider what you can appreciate in your own life right there, right then? That person bragging about having all of the money needed to buy and do what is desired at any time, when you feel that pang of, I want. How about you consider instead that you have the means in that moment where you have a computer and internet access that give you the ability to see this video, or the ability to troll Instagram and watch YouTube. You have a roof over your head and clothes on your back. You aren't standing on a corner with a cardboard sign that says homeless. Anything helps. I know you've heard this all before. There are kids starving in Africa, blah, blah, blah. But really, think about it. When you focus on want, and don't focus on appreciating what you already have, you are in that constant state of want. Always, ceaselessly, never satisfied. Then before you know it, you realize a month has gone by and that there were some special moments over those last weeks, but you can't really recall them. Why is that? Because you weren't appreciating those moments when they were happening. You were too busy wanting, more, more, more. Don't get me wrong, I too strive for bigger, better, faster, more, just like the rest of you. And ambition and drive really are good things, but they're good when only used prudently and not as your constant frame of thinking. It's been shown that when you stop and appreciate and you are truly grateful for where you are just in that moment, you can actually have greater success in that ambition, drive, and can create better things. You open the door to clearer thinking and possibilities because you're not always in that state of craving. You're actually more receptive to what may come from within yourself or from others. And just why is this? Well, because you steer away from that constant nagging pull of longing for what you don't have. Your thinking process no longer focuses on that state of being without. Instead, you're more open to positive thinking, and that releases frustrations, which blocks the flow of good things coming your way. I really believe that what energies you put out there are exactly those that you get back. So if you put out to the world that you are grateful for what you already have, you generate a stream of more good coming to you. That could be time, money, health, material goods, people, jobs. There really is no limit. Because your resistance to this is eliminated, it can now come to you. I hear your arguments coming through. I can be happy and grateful, but it doesn't eliminate the fact that I can't go to Hawaii whenever I want to. It doesn't give me that new car, and it can't change my long hours at work. I know life's realities really are a kick in the ass. But if these things are happening anyway, and you're constantly coveting what you don't have, it doesn't change what's happening. It just keeps you mired in that mindset of frustration and stress. By shifting your thinking to hone in on the good stuff, even the itty bitty tiny good stuff, you lower that stress, you create more joy in your life, and can be ready to invoke those positive changes, which are what you really want, right? The challenge is on. The gauntlet is down. You do have the choice. You can shift your thinking from want to gratitude. It's all in the attitude. And that is something nobody but you can control. I am grateful for each and every one of you who watches this. I appreciate all of you who support me in my journey and want for nothing more than to see you appreciate your own journey.